And I always look forward to the Halloween costumes. you know, I have
Everybody.
the good fortune of watching, getting pictures from my friends during Halloween where people show up as Ace and the Grinch and all these
Yes.
characters. It's wonderful.
And it is so brilliant to talk to you,
Nice to
Jim.
see you. Nice to see you.
Oh, I
Thank you.
love you. Love the movie. We love the first one in our family as well. I mean, you're
Oh
back
yeah.
as this. A lot of characters you do, I always say he was born to play it. You must get that a lot. And this one, you definitely were Dr. Robotnik. So it's
Yeah.
just that delicious villainy that drew you back in.
Yeah, absolutely. And the evolution of it, I mean, at first he was just this brilliant guy with a 300 IQ that was a problem to the world. But now that he's gone to the mushroom planet, and obviously, I don't know what happened up there. He didn't find the right mushrooms because he came back an angry man. But
He certainly did.
he got to adopt this green emerald power, which is something from the video games that people can look forward to seeing come to
Yeah.
life. And he ends
I,
up being a malignant, narcissistic black hole, sucking everything in the universe into himself.
yeah.
So it's a
Are you
fantastic thing, and I always look forward to the Halloween costumes. you know, I have
everybody?
the good fortune of watching, getting pictures from my friends during Halloween where people show up as Ace and the Grinch and all these
Yes.
characters. It's wonderful.
And you mentioned the Grinch. I mean, you've done so many family movies that we absolutely love. The Grinch is one we sit down. Honestly, every year, my daughter thinks she is Cindy Lou when we watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah.
classic. What do you think it is that that film has been so timeless? And you're so good in nearly every role you do, but the Grinch in particular. Why is it that people have latched onto that one?
Well, it's a classic story. It's a classic story of a transformation of a heart, of the bitterest of bitter, that there's some hope that if they feel loved for even one little moment, their heart can grow to 10 times its size, and they can suddenly understand the benefits of loving,
Yeah.
so it's a very sweet story that way. And the character is so off the hook. I mean, I'm really being like, I'm screaming in that kid's face. You know what I mean? But it's done with love. It's done with the tongue in cheek, and I think the kids love a scary character too. As
Definitely.
long as it doesn't terrify them to the core. They like a grumpy guy. It's like
Yeah.
it's fun for them. Yeah.
And do you improv these roles like in this movie as Dr. Robotnik? I'm wondering, you're such a brilliant slapstick comic. Like, do you just go with it? Are you allowed to just flow on
Yeah.
set?
Sure, as much as possible. I can do anything I want. I do write a lot, though. I write at home. I write in the car. I write. I come with what I call comedy carpet bombing. I just I throw so much at it that maybe 2 out of 10 ideas stays in the movie.
Okay,
And
wow.
but that's kind of my style. And then on set, things will happen too, and you improvise with them. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
I just hit it with a ton of stuff.
yeah. I think everybody knows about you. You wrote yourself a $10 million check that you had to cash in 1995, and you achieved it. So I'm wondering, do you really believe in the power of manifestation? And do you think you'd be where you are had you not written that check and framed it? Do you know what I mean? Did it help?
I think there's nothing in that room behind you that wasn't created with a thought first. There's nothing in this world that gets invented without a dream attached to it. So what all the difference is, I dream with a feeling that it already is, and that's kind of fifth dimensional thinking, and kind of what a lot more people are coming to realize has a power, and I really believe in it. But you got to walk through the doors and you got to do the work,
Yep. Great advice. Listen, pleasure to talk to you. It's such a pleasure. Congratulations.
Such
Cheers.
so nice talking to you too.
Thanks, Jim.